This is William Richardson, the original money doctor, the voice of reason, with your financial checkup and question of the day. Today I have my daughter Esther with me. Esther, how you doing?
Hey Dad, I'm Graham. I'm excited for today's question.
You are? That's great. Well, tell us, what do you got?
Today's question comes from emails, messages, callers, and personal contact. Today's question is, you talk about true wealth but not being money. Can you explain that in more detail?
What is true wealth? Something we talk a lot about in our house, right? Because it's really important. So I look forward to talking with that question, and you know it's not about money, right?
Yeah.
Great. What a great question, Esther. So you know it's not about money. A lot of people don't know that. So our question is really concerning what is true wealth, and what do I think true wealth is, and why is it not considered money? So wealth in general is categorized, if you get in a room with people and ask them a situation of, tell me what true wealth is to you, they're going to start listing different asset classes of their house, their stocks, their bonds, their money, really their possessions, the things that they have. And what they don't forget about is we like to look at our asset classes of our financial assets, our intellectual assets, our education, and our giving. So when you come back and you look at everything and you say, you know, what is true wealth? When you sit down and you talk to someone on their deathbed, or you sit down and talk to someone over an hour and find out what's really important to them, what their why is, what their passion for life is, money itself does not have a lot to do with it. Now, they need money, and we need money to buy things and live and produce and control the environment and the earth that we live in. We need money to do that. But if you take away all my money and I'm dead broke on the street, I have nothing. If I have my faith, if I have my family, if I have my intellects, if I have my education and knowledge, I can go back and I can build that wealth over and over again. On the other side of the coin, if I have all the money in the world and I got that money in an unethical way and I lost my reputation, I lost who I was, I lost my identity, I became a slave to the money was the root of all evil, then what wealth is that? So we talk about what is true wealth in relations to the 10-10-80% rule. And it always comes back to this because it's the founding principle of everything that we talk about. And let's just go over that again. Once again, 10-10-80% rule. Learn it, live it, share it. Give 10% away to your favorite church or charity. Tithe to your church, whatever that personally means to you and your family, what that means to you. Take the next 10%, pay yourself first. So a lot of things out there are telling you to pay yourself first. What they don't do is give first. Give back to society, to help people and do something good with that money where it's not directly connected with you, but you have an opportunity to see something good happen and have good things come back to you, and a blessing for being good and reaching out and helping people. And there's also a tax play that can be associated with that, because you can get a tax benefit for donating money to certain types of charities. But that's not the reason we do it. Second, we pay ourselves first, because there'll never be any money at the end of the month to pay yourself first. You'll always find some place to spend that dollar with. And then third, we take the 80% and we live off of that. We pay our expenses from that, our overhead, our house, car payment, credit card, food, education, school, clothes, everything. We pay additional money into retirement plans, for our savings, our emergency fund, our taxes. Everything comes from the 80%. And when this is first explained to people and they first understand this, they're sitting back at the room and thinking, how can I do that? How can I take 20% out of our income right now when we're really living almost paycheck to paycheck, or we're living 10% or 20% over our income? I always like to go to the two different families. The one family that is at $100,000 and spending $120,000, and the other family is making $60,000 and spending $50,000. He has an opportunity to have that extra $10,000 grow safe over time to have it accumulated, depending upon when you start it, from an extra $500,000 to $2 million in tax-free money from found money that they just have. It's actually not very difficult to put that together. So what does true wealth mean to you? What does it encompass? And it encompasses everything in life that has value, meaning, and importance, creating confidence, balance, and clarity in life, providing us with choice and control to do those things that are most important, bringing us true joy. So is your wealth bringing you true joy? What is true wealth? And that's what we're talking about. So let's get back to our understanding of this question. You talk about true wealth not being money. Can you explain that in more detail? So did I do that for you so far? When you look at your money, is your money controlling you? Are you stressed every day how you're going to pay the bills? Are you stressed every day if that financial account that's tied to the market, what's going to happen? Is it something in our country? Is it something that Congress says? Is it something that the president says today or tomorrow? Are you worried that the financial market's going to crash at some point, which I talk about and say it's going to happen? Does that keep you up at night? Can you not sleep? Is that true wealth? Or can you do proper planning and put everything where it needs to be and sit back and say, you know, if everything goes tomorrow, it doesn't matter. I have my family. I have the things that I know I can do it again. I talk about something in the World Economic Report that I want to bring up. I had a conversation with a friend of mine, and we talked about, you know, what's really going to happen to this country if we go back to the Great Depression or worse. After we get through the riots, after we get through the storms and not having food and all those crazy things that can happen in that environment, what's going to happen to rebuild our country? What's going to happen back in the Great Depression where America came together and united? Would that be a good thing for us? And we talked about it, and we actually came to the conclusion, after all the pain and suffering and all the problems and the bad things would happen, it actually probably would be, because we would be united, falling back on our principles that made our country great, working hard, perseverance, not expecting things to come to us without looking for a handout, which is in a situation that we're currently in. And I think that's going to change. I think a lot of those philosophies and things will change over the next 4 to 8 years of getting back to where we need to be. But where are you? What do you need to be? So your family should not depend upon what's happening in the local city, county, state, or federal government. Your true wealth should be about your family, your understanding, and how you're teaching your kids, your grandkids, society. If you don't have kids, what are you sharing with the neighbor kids or other people that you know? What does true wealth mean to you? What are you doing to do better with that? And how are you looking at wealth and money and your health? Because we can't forget our health. You can go your whole 20, 40 years working, not take care of your body, and give it all back up in the last 10 years because you didn't take care of yourself. So true wealth is not just about the money. It's about our spiritual health, our financial health, and our physical health. And with that said, understand, think about it, and go talk to your family. What is true wealth all about? Look at it. Go back to the 10-10-80% rule. Sit down with your family. See if that'll work for you. Give me a call. Send an email. Get on a webinar. Get on a conference call. And just listen and learn and see if the true wealth will work for you. See if the 10-10-80% will work for you. See if you're willing to pay the tax on the seed now and let your money grow so you don't have to worry about what's happening in the stock market. You don't need to have that stress and pain and agony over yourself, over your family. And you can teach not only yourself, but you can teach your children, your grandchildren, and the next generations coming forward not to make the mistakes that you did. And with that said, keep your money safe until we meet again.
This is Esther Richardson, and you're listening to The Original Money Doctor with the financial checkup of the day. Ask about our educational, private, and public online seminars, video series, and live broadcasting events. Visit the event calendar at moneydoctoradvisor.com.
Living with purpose and real intent. If you're as concerned as I am, and you're not the type to sit around and wait for something to happen, there's something you can do. A special gift invitation. How to get growth, protection, and income for your money. Send a request for a special promo code to watch this new online video training series absolutely free in the comfort of your home or office. You will learn how hardworking American families protect and control their retirement money and never expose it to stock market risk or massive taxation. Watch this free video series and learn the rules. Send requests to info@citizensfinancialsecurity.com. That's info@citizensfinancialsecurity.com to view video online. Video series is shared as a public benefit for enlightenment.
You've been listening to The Original Money Doctor, inspiring you to rise above it all and plan ahead with guaranteed success. William F. Richardson is The Original Money Doctor. Tune in next week, same time, same channel, 105.5.